Morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Just doing an update on my garden. Uh, I didn't quite make my deadline of September 9th of getting everything into the ground, my sprouts, my seedlings, my seeds, but I got most of everything in and things are going well. I changed things around as I went off in a different direction, as happens quite often because I come up with what I think is a great idea. So let me show you what I got going on. Over here is my elephant garlic, and this is my seed stock that I'm growing so that I can get a good supply of elephant garlic going. I started growing these in the fall of 2020. Now, next to it, I had a patch of just regular garlic. I had left it in the ground all from 2020 till this year, and the bulbs are pretty small now. They're going back to their heirloom variety, their wild state, and they're going to become small garlics, which is just fine because I wanted to put an area and just leave them in the ground there indefinitely and just pick out of it when I want to use some. So what I decided to do was till this area up, and I'm going to build a frame. I'm going to do it today. The rain has subsided. I'm going to build a frame about 8 feet by 8 feet. And this is where I'm going to plant my red onions instead of planting them out front. Let's go out front and look at the garden. Last video, I had shown how I had my paths coming out and putting borders in and some of the growing progress that was going on. But I finished planting quite a lot last night. I worked right up till dark time. I got all my beans planted. I planted a second crop of beans along the border edge. I started laying out my drip irrigation. My turnips are doing pretty good here. And what do we got over here? Oh, I think my connection is stuttering. I hope it's not too bad. Anyhow, cucumber's still doing good. The rain hit them kind of hard. These cucumbers are lying down. They're not up against the fence where they were, but they'll get back up. They'll get on their feet again. The zucchini are going really well. They're growing. It won't be long now. I'll be having zucchini and eggs. These are my red onions. You can see the bulbs there. There's a lot of bulbs going on in there. I'm not sure what the count is, but I'm going to be able to plant, I think, about 150 in the area that I'm going to plant in. My yellow zucchini are coming up. Got a couple more that have come up since the last time I made a video. A little straggler going on over here. In this row, I was concentrating and I got it planted last night because I wanted to get my sprouts planted because they were getting thin. So I wanted to get them planted. And here's some cucumbers that are up at the surface from when I planted last night. I have bean seeds, wax bean seeds across the front of the border. I have bush cucumbers, pickling cucumbers against this line here. And I'm going to put up a fence. Even though they don't have to have a fence, I'm going to put them up because I have a walking path right here in close proximity. And then up here is another fence line that I have. And in here, there's snow peas. And a lot of them were able to be brought right up to the surface when I planted last night. It worked out good. I watered them in last night after I got everything in the ground. And then it rained, which was really good because it got a nice soak of rain to get that sifted soil that was pretty dry when I put it in place yesterday. Now it's nice and soaked. Now this is where I was going to put my onions, but now that I'm putting my onions out back, I have this area. So what I did was I got online today and I ordered some broccoli seeds, and I'll give that a shot. This is kind of a warm area where it is that I live, so I got some heat tolerant variety, and I got a good amount of them. They sell a 100 pack for $4 typically, and so I got a pack of 1,000, and it was $22 with shipping. So I was essentially able to cut the price in half. It's too wet to do this today. I was going to do this today, but my planting box right outside the fence, where I'm going to put my winter squash, my butternut winter squash, is going to have to get filled in. I don't know if things will be dry enough tomorrow to do it. If it is, then I will. If it isn't, then I won't. I'm going to concentrate on working on my onions. I'll probably build the box today. If things are drying up enough that I can rake the soil, I'll rake the soil and keep going, keep working. And yeah, if you have the ability to and the land to do it, you should grow a garden. You should grow a garden. I was saying a little bit earlier today that our food supply is under attack, and there's 35,000 food processing facilities around the country, and over the past 3 years, 13,000 of them have had fires. That's not an accident. That's over a third. That's over a third of the facilities have had fires. Think about it, people. Think about it. There's no better feeling than to know you're going to be able to eat. Take care. Have a great weekend. And I'll do another update as things progress.